Now, the first law is what I call the multiplication law. The multiplication law. Now, look at what the multiplication law is simply saying. The multiplication law is simply saying that if we should have the logarithm of a number multiplying themselves to a certain base, that the result is, if I should have log mn base a, the result is equal to the log of m base a plus to the log of n base a. Now, whenever you are solving any logarithmic equations or problems, it does not really matter that we have to move from this left-hand side to the right-hand side. There are cases whereby they bring the question in this form. We have to move from this form to this other form also. Now, the next law is what I call the division law or the quotient law. The division law. Now, look at what the division law is simply saying. The division law simply says that if we should have log of m divided by n base a, that the result is the log of m base a minus the log of n base a. That is what this division law is simply stating here. Now, the third law is what I call the power law. The power law. Now, the power law is simply saying that if you should have the logarithm of a number raised to a certain power to the base, the result is this power of this number will be used to multiply the log, meaning we are going to have b log m base a. Now, the next law is what I call the change of base. Change of base. Now, what the change of base is simply saying here is that there are times in our questions whereby you'll be given about two or multiple bases, different bases. We are to make sure that we solve throughout with the same base. Look at what I mean. If you have to convert, let's say we have log of m base a. Now, the change of base, let us assume we want to convert from base a to base b, that the result is simply the log of m base b all upon the log of a base b. We have converted from base a now to what? Base b. The result simply the log of m base b first all upon the log of this a. Remember, this a was the base before. Now it is now log of a base b. That is what the change of base is simply saying. Now, the next law is what I call logarithm of a number to the same base. Log of a number to the same base. Now, what is logarithm of a number to the same base is simply saying that the logarithm of a number to the same base is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. What simply means is that you have log of a base a, it is equal to 1. Now, the next law is what I call the logarithm of 1 to any base. The logarithm of 1 to any base is equal to 0. Meaning, the log of 1 to any base is equal to 0. Now, the next law of logarithm is what I called the power of the base. Power of base. If we should have log of m base a raised to power 2. Now, from the definition, from the log, power of the base, meaning that the base has the power, that the result is we take the reciprocal of this power here will now be used to multiply the log, meaning I'm going to have 1 over 2 log m base a. Power of the base. What it's simply saying is take the reciprocal of the power of the base, now be used to multiply the log. That is simply what the laws of logarithm is all saying. We have the multiplication law, the division law, power law, the change of base, the logarithm of a number to the same base, the log of 1 to any base, and the power of the base. This video. Thanks.